Hi friends, today we're going to do my less than 10-minute writing exercise that will improve your writing by expanding your vocabulary. I've selected 3 words for us to play around with our writing. We're going to use each one of these words in a sentence so we can better understand them by putting them into context. I will give you general definitions, but I've also included links below to Merriam-Webster's website where you can find the formal definitions and pronunciations. I've also included my sample sentences below as well. All right, today's 3 words I've selected are immutable, insurmountable, and inconsequential. Immutable, insurmountable, and inconsequential. All right, let's get started with immutable and use immutable in a sentence. And immutable is an adjective, a word that describes, and it means not able to change. Okay, how can we use immutable in a sentence? Um, let's say he had a cold, immutable heart. He had a cold, immutable heart. So this fellow is very, he's not very flexible. He's he doesn't easily give in to any emotional things from the heart. That's why I said cold, immutable heart. Um, what's immutable is describing his type of heart and unable to change. He's a very stern and strict and um, uh, a type of person that doesn't isn't swayed or changed easily. So that's immutable, not able to change. All right, let's move on to insurmountable. And insurmountable is also an adjective, a word that describes, and it means unable to overcome. Insurmountable, unable to overcome. Let's use insurmountable in a sentence. True cures for mental illness seem true cures for mental illness seem insurmountable. And here is insurmountable. And in this case, we are describing cures because insurmountable is an adjective. Um, I'm sure if anyone who's ever been affected by mental illness has a family member or friend or someone they know, it just seems uh, that they face such harsh challenges, such difficult challenges in life that and it makes you wonder if there's ever going to be a cure for any of these kind of um, mental illness difficulties that people have. It's kind of a sad thing. It doesn't seem like I mean, we see cures and things for other diseases and other things um, that affect us, but mental illness is a very challenging thing. But insurmountable means unable to overcome. So in this case, um, we're unsure if we're able to ever come up with some kind of cure. Anyway, insurmountable. Let's move on to inconsequential. And inconsequential is an adjective and it means not important. Inconsequential, not important. Let's use inconsequential in a sentence. Let's see. He could not find his favorite tie, but it was inconsequential compared to his showing up late for his job interview. Sorry about such a long sentence here. He could not find his favorite tie, but it was inconsequential compared to his showing up late for his job interview. So here is inconsequential. And inconsequential again means not important. His not being able to find his favorite tie, it was not important compared to him being late. He doesn't want to be late for his job interview. Uh, so uh, finding his favorite tie had little importance to his arriving on time. Does that make sense? Okay, that is inconsequential, meaning not important. Finding his favorite tie was not important. All right. 3 wonderful, interesting words: immutable, insurmountable, and inconsequential. Use them in a sentence. Play around with these words. Make these words part of you so they're accessible to you when you write. If you enjoyed this writing exercise, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.